welcome back to another one of my videos. Hello if you're new. I've picked up a few new subscribers recently, so welcome aboard the crazy train. We're going to be doing, I've done one hand, so we're going to be doing the second hand of a press-on nail set, which I'm going to be selling on Etsy, and that is what we're going to be doing. I just fancied doing something flowery and pretty. I think I pulled it off. I hope so. So these are going to be size small, so that's a size 36579, and these are in a long stiletto, and this is the brand I always use for my press-ons. I find them, I wear them, I make my own and I wear them. I find that they don't shrink and they're nice and strong. They apply perfectly, as you can see. Oh, so they're, you know, pre-etched underneath, so you haven't got to worry about that. These, I like them because they give the inner arch measurement, and that is what I work by. So like I say, these are long stiletto, so put those out of the way. Okay, so the foil that the flower is a foil from AliExpress. I got loads of these like floral foils, and I just thought that one was absolutely gorgeous. I mean, it was on this. The floral foils are stunning. I just wish they had them in like longer pieces. So as you can see, like this one, it's got that pattern on, but then it changes into another. So I've just cut off that end. Yeah, it's really pretty. And I'm so glad I found them. They're amazing. And right, okay. So put that to about there. Okay, so these have been primed and base coated. I use an acid-free primer, a Born Pretty one. Can be any acid-free primer. I don't buff the nails, I use that instead, and then I put a layer of base coat on. I think that just gives it like that added little bit of extra length. So on the thumb and the ring, for the base colour underneath the foil, I use this, which was Moonlight Milk TS05. It's a milky jelly from Born Pretty. It's stunning. But I like the idea of this because it gives that like shimmer under the nail. So I just did one coat of this. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's got really, really fine glitter particles in there. But I just thought, you know, the foil's quite multicoloured. Oh, getting a bit thingy off my brush. Okay, I'm down. So just a nice even coat. So then underneath, probably not going to be able to see until I've got the foil on, it gives that like a little bit of shimmer. So I'll do that one. And on this one. So I hope everybody's okay. Still getting over this blimming cold or whatever it is, and just my nose is, I can't sleep at night because I can't breathe. It's just running, sneezing. I think a little bit of hay fever as well, so taking some antihistamine. Okay, so I'm going to flip that upside down, let gravity do its thing. I don't know if you can see the shimmer in there. focusing more on the stand, isn't it? Typical. But yeah, so that's a coat of that, and then they will have the foil on. For the pointer and the little finger, I layered my two favourite jelly nudes. So I layered the peachy one, which is number 236 from Rarjsm. I think I might need to open a new bottle of this. And then I put the other one on top. The other one's quite a pinky shade, but I think then I just love layering them. It gives that extra, sorry, itchy nose. I don't even know what I'm trying to say, so I think I'm just going to shut up. Oh, goodness me. Right, where have I put? Let's see. I like doing, when I'm doing press-ons, I like doing it with these stands, and I'll put the nails in the place of where they are, so I know where to put them when I put them back, because especially when you've got the pointer and the ring finger at different sizes. I don't know if that's just me that does, and then you get them all muddled up. Probably it's just me, to be fair, but this is my way of working through it. Or working around it, should I say. Okay. So there's that one coat. And then take these out. I always turn the nails upside down to let gravity do its thing, pull it away from the sides so we don't have it, they end up really thick. Right, so I'm done with that one. Then these are going to have a foil glue on, so I'm using Sparkle Supplies, which is my favourite. Before I put that on, I'm going to take off the tacky layer from the gel polish, like so. And then we're going to put some of this on. So I'm really proud of myself today because I wanted to make a set of press-on nails, and I've actually done a few, but I thought I'll do this one with you. I'll do the second hand because obviously it's something pretty and springy. But I've actually managed to pull a set of press-ons together because my brain has just not been working too great lately, and I've just had no idea what to do or anything. So the fact that I've pulled something together shows we are heading back into normality finally. Okay, so a nice even coat of that. Oopsies. And then I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. Do the lid up so we don't knock it over. Right, and now I'm going to go on over these with number 149. So this one's more of a pinky, but I want it to be more warmer than that one, but not as bright as this one, if that makes sense. You'll see. I mean, I've probably got the right tone in another bottle and another brand, but these two are my absolute ride or die jelly nudes, either as an individual one or I layer them. I think they're stunning. So that sort of gives us a nice in-between one now. So I think I'm going to get back to doing, what did I call it? I'll revamp the press-ons. I had a good go through my Etsy shop, and there were a lot on there that designs that I know that I could do better now, so I withdrew them. I'm just saying this again if you're new. I mean, obviously if you've been here a while you'll know what I'm waffling on about, but I withdrew them off from my store and to redo them, because there's a lot of things that I use differently now to what I did when I first started making press-ons, and some of those designs I've had there for a while and I know I can do better. I've got different products, so yeah, so I'm going to get back to that, I think. Oh, stop it, why are you fighting? Thank you. Right, I'm going to leave those to cool for a little bit, and then the middle nail is this one, 553 from Rarjsm. It's got like iridescent reflective glitters in there, but they're really fine. They're so pretty. I wanted, because there's so much going on with the flowers, something quite subtle but effective, and you can see how much glitter is in there, because when you're painting it, it looks like sand, but it self-levels beautifully. This came in a set of the purples. I got this in one of my Rarjsm hauls. If you check that folder, there's quite a few of them in there. So that's the first coat. I have a code as well for Born Pretty, Rarjsm, even Sparkle Supplies, so check that out in the description box if you're going to be shopping at any point. Right, so I'm going to put that one in and then I will do a second coat of that. Okay, so we've got the nudie nails. Right, you can see it's just such a pretty, like, jelly white, but it's got the similar reflecting as that. Thought it was stunning. So while they're cooling a little bit, I'm going to do a second coat on this middle one, and then I will be back with you. Okay. So that middle one is now just in the lamp. Let me trim off this. Where have I put my scissors? Trim off this little bit here. Get that out of the way. My doorbell might go. I think I've got a delivery coming today. So I do apologise if it does ring a ding. So I'm going to start from the side, press that down. Don't worry too much if you get creases, just lift up and push back down. And I'm not too worried about it being like to the edges, because we paint around the edge and chrome. So review there. Yeah, I think these foils could be used for really elegant designs. They are really pretty. They were so cheap on AliExpress as well. I found this seller and they have so many really different, unique ones that I haven't seen before. says. Ah, don't come off the stand. There we go. It looks stunning. Stunning. And then this one started about there. And then going across. Get that out while I remember. I thought this would be, you know, with foils, I know saying beginner friendly can be a bit, because foil, when you first start using it, is not the easiest thing to get the hang of. But if you're in the UK, try Sparkle Supplies foil gel. It is definitely a game changer. I think it's brilliant. There we go. Cool. Right, so that out of the way. Because they've had a full I don't think it's gone right to the edge, has it? But what I'm going to do is, so we don't end up with any peeling or anything like that, just going to go around there to make sure that the foil gets fully sealed in. We're going to do that again because we're going to chrome anyway, and it's around the edges. So there's that one. And then I'm going to go over with my voice is going proper croaky, isn't it? I'm going to go over with a base coat and then a matte top coat. So base coat, base coat, base coat. Yeah, actually no, I use that one. It's thin. Yeah, the Born Pretty base gel is quite a thick base gel. I only just want a thin one just to make sure that it's sealed in. So use this one. This is the one that I use as the initial base coat on the tips. The Varnail one. Right, so there's that one. So then if anything, that foil is, you know, sealed in underneath the base coat for whatever it is we do next. So there we go. Right, and then oh, look how pretty they are. Just looks like a spring garden, doesn't it? It's fabulous, love it. Right. Put them away. So these two, I'm going to take off the tacky layer. First we're going to put the French on. Oh, yeah, it just went all funny then. Oh, that was weird. Right, so I need my 11mm brush. I just use the Born Pretty 02. I find this quite good for doing Frenchies. I'm going to put a little tiny bit on my palette. And then I'm just going to paint it on with the brush. brush from the bottle. Like so. And then just use this just to get that. It doesn't have to be perfectly neat, this, because we're going to be doing something else again. So, you know, even if Frenches aren't your thing, Frenches are definitely not my thing. Definitely not. I hate them. I will avoid them at all costs, but this looks really cute. Just want to make sure it's kind of the same height up each side, like so. Little sand, where are you? And then just flip it upside down. So there's those. And in the lamp you go. And I'm going to do the same on this one. I take off the inhibition layer because I find it's easier to paint onto. You can matte top coat before doing a French or whatever, but I just find it easy enough to just take off the tacky layer, and it's one less layer to put on, isn't it? Because obviously these are press-ons, so we don't want them to be super chunky or anything like that. Just making sure I'm not got it too high. Looks about the same. Just pulling it up so it doesn't get all fat at the tip, because the gel will sort of like start moving to the edges. There's the other thingy doodah, which is there, like so, upside down. Let's see. And in the lamp it goes. Now I'm going to do very, very faint, like little ombre with these two from Varnail. And I got the set of these. Check out my Varnail haul. So I need a couple of sponges. So I've got a couple of sponges. Here's my little grabber dabber. They blend so nicely together. And it only needs like a smidgy. Probably a little less than that, but we'll go with it. So blend the pink up the bottom. That sounded wrong. Oh, that sounded so wrong. And then get some purple. I only need a tiny bit of purple. Why did I get that excited? Right, so the purple, don't worry about going off over the French bit. Don't worry about that. Like so. And then I'm going to get the pink again. and then blend it up like that. Like so. And then I've got this is like a number 4. I've had this brush flipping ages. It's really good for doing Frenchies actually. I used to use it when I was doing clients because you can just do that. Just dipping it in some acetone and then taking off excess. And then there we go. Looks quite cute. Right, and now this one. So like I say, these gels are just, I've used them quite a bit. You can't even tell. Absolutely stunning. Where's that other nail? I did that. Isn't that pretty? It's just pretty, and that's the white as well and the yellow. So you can paint with them and everything. Love them. Right, so pink. Purple. And then back to the pink. Like that. Pretty, pretty. Right then, so that one into Cure. And then all I did was, why if I took that off there, don't know. Just with the white gel polish again, just going to look tiny little bit more. And then dotting tool. And just some little dots around like the smile line. Doesn't matter if they blend or if there's a gap or anything like that. Cute. So stick that into Cure. Same on this one. There we go. Ta-da. Right, so they're both in the lamp, 460. Right. So the next stage then, with these, yeah, I'll do these. So we're going to chrome. So I don't need that yet. I need to matte top coat. Well, it's not going to work if I don't matte top coat, is it? Dear me. Jump at me, matte top coat. There we go. I think I definitely need to colour code things because all the lids are all the same silvery colour. It honestly does not take much to confuse me. Right, so matte top coat these. So that foil is definitely going to be sealed in now because we've gone over with the base coat and it's got a matte top coat. So that's definitely in. Not going anywhere. And because we filed around the edges, that should all be sealed. I mean, we're going to be doing it again because of chroming around the edges. So there won't be no lifting. Right. And put those in. And then so these then, I've got these stickers, gorgeous. Don't know how you say that. I'm not even going to try. Right, tweezers. So on this set, they've got like, I've got like bluey ones. Try and find some different ones. I don't want them all the same. Is that bluey? Yeah, that one's bluey, that one's purple. I suppose it could be the same colour, just a different butterfly. Don't know. I get some of this vibrant pink in there. So. Should I do that on a lower one? Yeah, those ombre gels are no wipe as well, so then again, sticking this on the gel polish on it. Oh, it's okay, it's gone on lovely. So there's that one, and I prefer them with the open wings, but all the bloody colours I want have all got closed wings. Oh, life. Why is it so hard to make a choice? Why? Who's this like mint green one? No, that's going to be too big, isn't it? Use this one. Get off. Right, and then push that one down there. If you get any little bits that are going over the edge, that one might be a bit close. Just get a pair of scissors and just snip it so it's just a little bit further back from the edge. So again, you're not going to have no issues with any lifting, and the top coat will go over and seal. Like so. And then I'm going to matte top coat these. So lift it up a bit there. Yeah, you want to make sure that the stickers are right pushed down before you put anything on top, because that will get underneath and that will start giving you like bumps on your nail. And these butterfly stickers look so nice, you know, when you've matte top coated them. that one. Oh, that's quite pretty, that one. I like that one. So there they are. And there's the flowery ones, matte top coated. It looks so nice, doesn't it? Okay. So the next stage then is, I've got this chrome from Vettsy, gold chrome. And I'm going to use my CJP gel paint because this is no wipe and takes chrome. But with it being white as well, I can see what I'm doing rather than clear. So got a nice long brush, just pulling it through. Right, so this part I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to speed through. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so that's had 60 seconds in the lamp. And now I'm going to use the chrome. So I dab the chrome into it when it's all covered, because I find these silicone things like stick to it a little bit, and then give it a good burnish in. So it's got a nice little frame. Just brush that off. That, and then a little sponge to take off any excess bits. And there it is. So what I will do with that one now is I'll do exactly the same again as what I did before. So I'll get the file, just around, because we want to make sure that we seal it in right around the edges. And then I have a base coat which is specific for when I've used chrome. So I'm going to go over this with that base coat. And then I can use my normal top coat then, and I'm not going to contaminate it. So there is that one. So I'm going to put that into cure. and I will do this one exactly the same, but I'll do this one off camera. So see you in a sec. Okay, so that one's had its 60 seconds. So we're going to go in with the chrome again. Here we go, give it a little burnish in. Cover that up so I don't knock it. One good thing about Vettsy chromes is you do get absolutely tons in the tub. So use that. How have we done with it? Cute. And then doing exactly the same again, just a little file around the edges. Oops. I mean, they get finish filed at the end as well, so don't worry about too much of the shape. And then get the base coat. And then give that a cure. And then they're ready for top coat then, aren't they? That's them done. Now then, the next bit, oops, is the little flutterbys. So get shorter brush, and again using the CJP. Obviously we matte top coated these. Just a small amount on your brush and around the outline. I'm not worried about whether the white line is like a really full white line, just as long as there's something there that the chrome's going to stick to, really. Oops. Extend the wings just a little bit. Like that. And then over his little body bit. Like so. And then again 60 seconds. And I'll do this one. So pretty, these stickers. I'm getting to the stage now, but I can't remember where I got my stickers from unless it's like something recent. But then again, these could possibly be recent. But then I don't know whether they've come in from mail. I am getting so confused. This one's a little bit smaller, so it's nice and easy to do. That's cute. His little body. And then just bring these down like that. Just do a little bit on these where it goes up, like so. Right, so cool. And I put my chrome away, and I don't know why. Dab on. Burnish in. Love it. I've got chrome stuck down there because it's on my bloody finger. It's all right. Just get me cleaner brush. There we go. So there's that one. Oh, goodness me, it's alive. And then we got this little one. I think I'm going to be covered in chrome for days. Even, do you know, it doesn't like come out your hair, even when you wash it. And there's that one. That looks so pretty. So pretty. Right, let me put that on. Remove that. Definitely done with the chrome now. So what I'm going to do is really thin bit of this base coat just over the butterfly, like so, and cure. So that gets sealed in. Crap. And cure. Okay. Now then. So now it's time for the little pearls and stuff. So this is the little bow. Recently got these from Shein. And they are just so cute. So cute. And I'm going to use the Born Pretty Rhinestone glue gel. This stuff is really thick and really strong. If you're putting on something smaller, you can use the 5-in-1 glue gel because that's a top coat as well. I love this stuff. And you get a huge tub of it. Now I always put my gems and stuff on before I top coat. I know a lot of people do it sort of different. Need a little bit going up there as well. Like that sort of shape. I just love these bows. Okay, so there's the bow. And we've got some caviar beads, or pesky balls as Andrea calls them, and some pearls. Now I was going to do like with the coloured pearls, but I think it'd end up too much, so I just used the white ones that you can't see, they're out of shot, but I'm putting them on now so you'll see. So it's one. Swear to God, these are all mixed up, you know, and they shouldn't be. So a little pearl there, and then a small one there. And then one caviar bead there, one there. Make sure that's actually in some glue. And then one of these bigger ones for the top. Like so. Right, now looking down the nail, like down the barrel of it, so I can see from the point exactly where these pearls are, to make sure that they are in the middle. Right, and then I'm going to give that a full 60-second cure. Oopsies. The next, these two, these just have like a little row of pearls and a couple of caviar beads across the top, like a little cuff. So one of the bigger ones in the middle, and then one of the smaller ones either side. Like that. And caviar beads in the gaps. Get off. Not there. Don't need to get off there. And again, looking down to the barrel, or not down to the barrel, down the barrel of the nail. Push them up like so. And there we go, 60 seconds. So there's the middle one. And then again, same as the pointer finger on here. A bit more. Oh, here's a movement in my daughter's room. Goodness me. She's alive. I wish I could just stay in bed all day, you know. It's like her and the other half. Was it yesterday? The other half was up all night playing FIFA. My daughter was up all night playing something on a VR with a mate. So neither of them were up early. So yesterday was just bliss. It was like I lived by myself. Does that sound bad? I got so much done though. Like around the house and stuff. And I got to watch what I wanted to watch on the TV. There was no arguing. Loved it. Oops. Right, that one into the lamp. Gorgeous. Right, put you back in there. So now we top coat. So super top coat. Whether to just grab another bloody bottle of this. Do you know what? Let me just go and get another bottle. Right, new bottle. That's better. I've got the refill things for these, but that one was getting a bit crusty around the edges as well, so I mean, I've got refills and then I've got full bottles, so I absolutely love this top coat. And then top coat that one. So because these are pearls, they haven't got no like iridescence on them or anything like that, but I don't want them to sort of wear off. So I'm going to go over the pearls and the caviar beads with the top coat. Like that. I'm going to keep that one out, so I'll do that one separate. I'm so pleased with myself, you know, that I know it's nothing massively extravagant or difficult or anything like that, but when you've been in like that horrible unmotivated state of and nothing that you do and I mean nothing that you do goes bloody right and you just feel stressed and worthless, to finally sort of like feel that something's working again and we're getting back, it's definitely, oops, just got that underneath, it's definitely making me feel a lot better, that's for sure. I was a bit excited with the top coat on that one, didn't I? Goodness me. There we go. Right. So I've got them all like that, so the light's going to hit them nice. And flip. And then I'm going to give them the full 60 seconds. Get them in without knocking the bloody top of them in the lamp. Right, so this one, I'll go around the edges, But over the metal gem, I am going to put the top coat as well. I want to make sure I get in all of those little divots. Go over the pearls and the caviar beads. I mean, those charms are just, I didn't have to bend them or anything. That's just sat lovely on the nail. I haven't got to go excessive with any rhinestone glue, you know, to make sure that nothing's sticking up. Or I'm going over with the top coat because when these find their forever hands, I don't want that to be getting tarnished, you know, with washing your hands or having a shower or anything like that. I want them to be able to last, so they can even take them off and reapply them. I reuse my press-ons as well. So there is that. That is that. So I'm going to finish these off then, give this one a cure, and then we'll come back and have a look at the full set. So I'll see you in a second. Right then, there we go. So I've done all of the checks underneath and I've filed. When you do like stiletto and almond, there isn't really much filing. It's just, you know, just getting any knobby bits off. But yeah, so they've all been cleaned and I've gone over the top with the wipe with alcohol and polished them up. Do you know what? I really like them. Really like them. I hope you do too. That flower foil is just stunning, and those butterflies with the gold around them as well is really pretty. So I hope you enjoyed that video. Like I say, these are size small, so these are nail sizes 3, 6, 5, 7, 9, and they're in long stiletto. So if you're interested, let me know down below, because I will be listing these on my Etsy. They will be like, this will be like a one-off design type thing. I might do some other sets with those kind of like elements in it, but that specific way that is done is totally going to be a unique design. Love them. So thank you so much for being here, if you're still here at the end. Hope you managed to learn something from watching me do whatever. It is quite like a simple set. It looks a lot more because of that foil. I'd love to be able to paint like that, but I mean the time it would take someone to paint, you know, in that detail would be, wow, that'd be unreal, wouldn't it? But yeah, any questions or anything like that, just comment down below, or you can email me, or what's it called, Instagram. You can message me on Instagram. All the details and everything's in the description box. I forgot. I have literally forgot what comes at the end of the video. Don't forget to give me a like, comment and subscribe, and if you're not subscribed, please consider it. It costs nothing to you, but honestly does truly mean the world to me, and I can't do this without all of you guys, so thank you so much. Oh, don't forget to hype. Yes, hype. I always forget the hype thing. Hype is for us small creators or something like that, so the more people that hype, it pushes us out further to get us noticed. I don't know. If you think it's worthy of it, I'd really appreciate it. But thank you, everybody. Hello to everybody who's new and who might be new. The link to my Etsy shop is always in my description, as are loads of discount codes. And links to, you know, some of the really popular brands. So always check there before you go shopping. I mean, there's going to be like Vettsy and MelodySusie, Born Pretty, Sparkle Supplies, Rarjsm. But there's some really good ones down there, like 35% and 25% off codes. Save yourself some pennies. Makes sense, you know that. Save more, buy more. Ta-da! That's my philosophy. So I hope you liked them, and I hope to see you all in the next one. So love you lots. Bye bye.